Hello, world. Richard Carver here on day 162 of sobriety after I spent 20 years of my life. Hi. Ugh. But hey, we're 162 days down the trail, still making it happen. It feels pretty wild. It's almost starting to feel like my other life was a dream. Maybe that's the way a lot of things feel sometimes. But maybe it's all a dream? Are we all inside of a black hole? Could be. But yeah, so today got some things done, y'all. I actually sat on a lawnmower for so many hours, and I went back and forth and back and forth, and I cut and I cut, and I still didn't complete it all because I have a lot of really tall grass, and there's only one of me. And even though I'm on a Z mower, I couldn't hack it for that long. I think I was on there probably a total of 4 hours, somewhere in that 4 to 5 hours. My AirPods were running out of juice. My phone was running out of juice, and I think I just hit the uncle button after a little while, which was okay. I was happy to be so far ahead in some ways with it, and then still have so much to do tomorrow. It'll be so nice now. But I have students tomorrow, so I don't know that I'll be cutting any grass. We'll see. It's basically like I have my house, and I have all the grass around my house, and I have the back field. And I got everything around my house done, so that was like the main thing I needed to get done. When I was cutting in the back field, at one point in time, I came up on a little baby deer, such little baby. I mean, could be weeks old, so small. And she just barely even, really, she was pretty trusting. I got really close to her before I even noticed. And then she hopped up and ran away. And then I noticed the mom just like standing her ground looking at me. And I just turned right around and zipped on back and didn't go back there for a while so that I could let them do their thing. It reminds me of a time of last year when I was doing almost the exact same thing. Maybe I've even said this story on stream before because it was so wild. And that I was going pretty fast, just going in a straight line with the mower. And I noticed out of the corner of my eye, a deer was just running at me, running like full speed at me, and stopped just a few feet from me and started stamping her foot at me. And I was like stopped and I looked at her, but then I looked ahead and I noticed there was a baby laying in the grass. And so I didn't even turn around then. I just pulled backwards on the Z and backed up all the way to all the way to the house and shut the mower off. But I like to think that it was the same mom deer this time, maybe with a new baby, and that she knew that I would turn around and wouldn't be messing with the baby, you know? So yeah, I did a lot of the grass cutting, came in, chilled out for a little bit, watched some of that Devil's Plan from Netflix, that Korean game show. It's so good. Super brainy stuff. And then I just got out of the shower and I became Richie Rich. I see some beautiful people in the chat. I see Kate. Kate even says Richie Rich. And then Lake Champagne in here. Lake Champagne, your music is awesome. I've been having such a good time checking it out. Really, really top quality stuff. I've been loving it. It's going pretty well. How you doing tonight? And Revision Karaoke's in the chat there. Hi there, good to see you. Almost off work here. There you go. Get done that property management over there. You guys, you work on anything new? I think you were doing some brick refinishing last time we talked. Tomorrow, like I was saying, I got some students going on, so I'm going to be chilling and teaching some music, and that's going to be really nice. Not as much gigs with the radio station right now because there are so many reworkings of the schedule. Artists are changing and canceling, but we'll be getting back there, I think, next week. And but that's a good thing. It's given me time to get things done in my life, and I really have to buckle down and get some of this music up and running myself. Got to get that music out there like Lake Champagne's doing. Absolutely, I love listening to it. It's really, honestly, great stuff. Like, geez, Revisions worked 19 in the last 20 hours. You deserve to be off and to be chilling soon. Do you have tomorrow off, maybe? You got some time to, let it all melt away? I hope so. Let's see. Next weekend I'll be in Virginia. I'll be doing my gigs there. So one of the things that I'll be working on tomorrow is charting music a lot. So I'll have a lot of different mashups that are all, between the 10 and 20 minute long range, and I got to write out all the music for that stuff. So I got to get on it. Revision might go in late. Yeah, man, definitely. What time's start time for you? I know that Kate's working tomorrow as well. What about you, Lake? So while we're chilling, let's do a couple different questions while we're hanging out. I might do a little base shopping with y'all. We might scroll some Reddit a little bit as well while we're relaxing. But let's get these questions going on real fast. So let's start nice and easy for the evening. We doing spicy or mild? I'm a mild man. No spice, please. Something happened in my mid-20s, I think it was, is that all of a sudden my taste buds changed, and maybe I became allergic to spicy. I don't even know, but spice just like turns my whole body red. I start sweating. It's terrible, and not down with capsaicin at all. No pepper spicy. I can handle some, some root spiciness for sure. Wasabi I'm all right with, and some mustard seed type of stuff. Kate says mild. Lake Champagne says Friday morning, bright and early. Awesome. So you got tomorrow to be able to be productive in your life as well. We'll both be warrioring it up tomorrow. Getting Thursday to work for us, Yeah, mild is fine. Well, I see it was easy to find. Subbed now. Lake Champagne was easy to find. Sub now. Sweet. There you go, shit Lake. Yeah, Revision. His stuff is awesome, or their stuff. Like truly, really creative, and makes me feel good to listen to it. It has really great instrumentation, really soft synth feel to some of the things. Really enjoy it. All right, so we got some mild people in here. I don't see any spicy people in here, which is interesting. Sometimes, like my buddy Dan, good friend of mine, he might be watching right now and just not commenting. He says he does it all the time. So if we see some numbers in here and we don't have a lot of, which is totally fine if you don't. But I was talking with him earlier, and he's catching our live streams, which is awesome. Great guy, really awesome dude. He maybe likes the spiciest I've seen of anybody. Like, it looks like he's doing battle with his food when we're going out to eat together. It's wild. Like, the man just looks like he's in true physical pain, and then complains because it's not hot enough. Revision agrees. Yeah, mild, but I prefer wasabi and other horseradishes. The spices punch and drop off. That's well said. Yeah, the capsaicin, that oil sticking in your mouth, Revision. I am not about it. It can really just turn it up and turn it up and turn it up. And that's the thing, the wasabi and the horseradishes, those root type of spices, I love them. They're pretty great. We just went and had that amazing sushi dinner. Kate and I went. It was my birthday dinner, and we had a giant sushi boat. And it was only at one point in time I accidentally had a gigantic wasabi, cleared the nasal cavities, and felt good though, All right, so we got some mild peeps in there. I have the Hot Ones 3-pack of sauces. Oh my gosh. I tried the bomb before because I'm a crazy person, I guess. It was at a person's birthday party, and I think they had the 3-pack, or at least that last one, the bomb, and everybody put them on a chip, and everyone had one, and it felt like it burnt through my tongue. It was insane. I went to the bathroom and rubbed my mouth with paper towels and stuff to try and wipe off the oil. It was so bad. Kate says Sushi Yama. Wish I could post pics of the boat. Do you have any pics? I think I have the video of the boat. We can take a screenshot. Would be fun to be on Hot Ones though. I'd do it, but I'd hate it. I would do it too. I would go on Hot Ones just to see how it feels to have like the pressure of all of this hot stuff going through my body, and then being asked some pretty cool questions. Hot One has great questions. Yeah, like it was wild. I was like, okay, I'll see you guys soon. And just went to the bathroom. Revision accidentally ate a big spoonful of wasabi, thinking it was guacamole. Oh, the shock and fear. Oh my gosh, dude. That is terrible. Did you down it? Did you swallow it? Or did you have to spit it out? Because that's intense. Earlier, I was trying to remember the name of wasabi for some reason. You know how things just fall out of your brain? I almost called it guacamole. All right, next question. We got crunchy or creamy? Crunchy. I'm a crunchy guy. In fact, that's probably my problem in life is the crunchiness. I love crunchy things, pretzels, Doritos. But I also love crisp veggies, you know. Kate says, no, RV. Hey, Tony Voiles says, the Mississippi Redneck is in the house. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Tony. Welcome. Tony, our last question was hot or spicy or mild, if you didn't get to see it. Your friend thought you were going to die, Revision. I might have too, man. You didn't spit it out. You swallowed that whole thing of wasabi. So I'm a crunchy guy. Kate says she might be a creamy girl. Yeah, I love the crunchiness. Now dipping the crunchy into the creamy now. See, Revision, great minds. There we go. That's what I was going for. Dipping the crunchy in the creamy. Tony is either, but it says either with the spicy or mild and goes crunchy. Hey Tony, how was your party the other night? In Man Cave party. I never got to hear about it after. All right, so I think we're mostly some crunchy people in here, except Kate's a creamy girl. So let's see what we got next. We're gonna rapid fire them. We got city life or country life. This one I feel is kind of hard, and I'm very happy to have experienced both in my life. I've lived in the center, like the true heart of Boston before, and that was wonderful. For as much as Boston is, I know it's a city, but Boston had that towny feel. It wasn't New York, you know. And in country life, I'll tell you, I love the quiet. I love being able to do nature things, nature walks. I've got a lake across the street. I have a field behind me, and that's wonderful. The downfall of it is the constant upkeep, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys do a lot of grass cutting or, you know, pruning or planting. It's like Mother Nature is always finding a way to keep me busy. And sometimes I feel like it would be easier to just live with a place with no yard, like in the city. Oh, revisions getting that blend on country life with city people. Tony says it was a great party. They only hit 2 trees and my cattle gate once going out. Friends are wonderful. Did they break the cattle gate, Tony? Or just give it a little bend? Revision grew up in the country, less than 800 people, farms, 20 people in your graduating class. Oh my gosh. That's very, very tight knit. I had just over 40. I think we just like the low end of 50, 51 or 52 in our graduating class. And that 20 people, that's interesting, man. Did you end up moving to a bigger town after revision? Lake says, that's like choosing between a rock and a hard place. I think city life, if I could only have one. I'm leaning towards that too, Lake. Kate says it's hard. It would be really fun to experience city life. I have lived in country life. I've lived in this house itself for 20 years now. And I love all of my experiences, but it has been, you know, it's that home ownership thing. It's that constant, there's always something to fix. Something's always breaking. And then you've got the outside world. And I've gardened. I have fruit trees, nut trees. I'm thankful for all of that. But I also create a lot, and I would like to be able to just focus on playing music and not worry that, I don't know, I've got a tree growing at the foundation of my house right now that I got to chop down tomorrow or the next day, so it doesn't mess with the foundation of my house and stuff. And it would be nice to just, I don't know, call up revision, call up the property manager or something like that of a condo or something, and be like, hey man, my washer stopped working, instead of I'm going to be figuring out my washer tomorrow because of the flood of my sump pump stopping going up and down. But pluses and minuses. I know there's a lot of noise in the city, so I would probably get a little annoyed that it's not totally quiet. I think that's why I stay up so late, because it's like those stolen secret hours that the quiet almost seems like it's your own world, and cities don't really go to bed like that. Same revision. Kate says, I've almost always lived in the country, but I also really like it. Revision says, heck yeah, but I miss it. There's definitely that feeling too. Even when I lived in the city, I kind of ended up missing a little bit. Revision says, the house I found is outside of the city without being suburbs. So it's still kind of a part of it all. Kind of still feels like you're in the fold. And Tony says, nah, about the cattle gate, just added another bend, gave it more patina. Lake agrees, pros and cons to each. Neither would have all the answers nowadays. Yeah. You take care of the building itself, says Revision, not the innards of each unit. Well, it would still, something of that sort. It's still something that if I lived in an apartment or something, or a condo or something in the city, I would call, I would call the bill. I don't know who I would call, but maybe it wouldn't land on me as much, But yeah, we'll do some city life for a little while. All right. That's a good question on that one there. I work in the city, but 15 minutes to the outside, says Revision. Okay, so we have those questions there. Let's throw up one more. Beach vacation or mountain vacation? Beach. I'm a beach boy. I loves the beach. I'm down with the mountains too, but if we had to choose one, love the beach. I could sit on the beach all day. I definitely have. I've had some of my best trips on the beach. I love the beach so much. Burnt to a crisp on the beach. I've swam with dolphins. I go out there. You bring the book and you don't read it. I brought like kids puzzle books on there. That's kind of fun. Like some basic word searches and stuff like that. Crossword puzzles. I'll be going to the beach this summer. I have a vacation planned with my mom. Actually, my mom and I will be going to the beach. And that's always something I'm always very thankful for, is she and I always have a yearly mom and son beach trip, Tony bought 40 acres and 1,800 square foot house here in 96 for $58,000. Stole it. Oh my gosh. That's amazing, Tony. 40 acres and a nice size house. Yeah, I'd say you did. That was the beauty of that time for sure. I'm sure it's definitely appreciated in a lot of value since then. 40 acres is great. Like, you can really go into the center of your 40 acres and probably feel completely at peace and at ease, because no one around you, at least for 40 acres, if you can find that center. Is it shaped like a square? Is it shaped like an L? Mine is kind of like an L, or really like a rhombus. I have two lots. So one is an L and the other like kind of fits into that pocket. But the thing is my property backs up to what used to be my parents' farm. And I'm just on a different road frontage that we knew the neighbor when they were selling it. And when I was moving back from college, my band and I came here, rented it, recorded 3 albums here. And then it was during that whole economic collapse, 2008, 9, 10 area, I was still renting it and ended up making an offer to the people that had the house. So, I was able to get it for a decent price, I think, But in that story is that my parents had started a paintball park on the farm. And now they've sold the farm and the paintball park, and now the paintball park just runs wild behind me. So it's not my zen zone as much. It's more of like you hear constant war games and sounds like warfare coming from like 50 to 100 dudes like screaming at the top of their lungs and firing. Even though it's paintball guns, they're hitting big objects which makes big sounds, Lake says, oceans are as majestic as the mountains. Tough choice. Gotta go beach, though. Yeah, Lake. Now, are you near... Is Lake Champlain... I'm showing some bad geography on this. Is that near us? Is that a place? Or is it not a real thing? Oh, I'm thinking of Champlain with an L, aren't I? Kate says beach, but I won't go in the water. Just a little bit. Yeah, just like where the waves kind of meet the sand and kind of dig you down into the sand just by standing there, I don't like going in the water either. I just like the beach part itself. It's just too much work to go into the water and get covered in all that stuff, Tony says it's a big rectangle. I sold the timber in 98 for 27 grand. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I would love to find somebody to take my woods out. It's a wet woods though. I think it would be a harder thing, It's a play off the name Champlain. Awesome. I realized that when I said Champagne, I'm like, wait, there's not actually Lake Champlain, is there? Well, there is with you and your music. So that's the beauty of it. I love double meanings and triple meanings to words and plays on words like that. So I'm a fan of yours, man. But just so I know, where is Champlain then? Where's Lake Champlain? I'm not really sure. All right, so we got some beach vacays in the audience in here. Loving it. We can all go to the beach together in our hearts and in the dream world. All right, I got a longer question for you here now, guys. If you woke up tomorrow and your name was in the headlines and all the news, what would it be for? What would the news story be about you guys? I didn't come up with an answer to this. I just wrote it so I would have it ready for stream. So I've got to think a little bit on it. I immediately, of course, think, hey, I finally completed my ridiculously long album and recorded it, and it's available for listen and for purchase. Hooray, hooray. But that wouldn't reach headlines, news, That's just what I want out of life for sure. But I don't know that would be a news headline, right? What would the news headline be? Local man. Oh yeah, see, Kate's on the trail with me there. Kate says viral song Bad Friends, which is an amazing song that Kate wrote. I love that song. She says viral song Bad Friends hits 1 million streams. See, I'm going to say something like that too. I think that it can be a news thing. And if it were, yeah, let's go like that. It'll be Richard Carver's album Secret Explosions, or wait, so Secret Explosion, not with the S. Secret Explosion becomes fastest selling #1 album of all time. Oh man, Tony, I'm so close. Tony says he paid it off in 2012. Congrats, Tony. Yeah. That is a great feeling to have it paid off. I am down. I've got under 20 left. So not too long to go, but still has some time there. I can almost taste it. So Lake Champlain is between New York and Vermont and up into Quebec. Okay. Okay. I've been to Toronto before. Tony's news headline would say, Redneck in Mississippi catches and kills the first ever Bigfoot. Oh my gosh, that would be wonderful. I love Bigfoot type things, just for fun. That would be amazing. Catches and kills. So you would, even if it was the only Bigfoot ever, is that we gotta not just catch and capture, we gotta kill the boy. You gotta try it out and barbecue, right? Would you now, since Bigfoot is not a human, maybe, right? Would you taste them? Would you try a little Bigfoot? Lake Champagne says, I like the album title. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's an album I've been working on also for like 20 years. My band, the Thunderbird Family, was the band I had in college. We did a lot of stuff. We did 3 albums and an EP. We did 3 of the albums here and did the EP in Boston. And from there, I was supposed to move back with them and keep recording and doing all this stuff. And then I ended up staying here. One thing led to another, and 20 years have passed by all of a sudden. But I've been making music the whole time. It's just a lot to record, and it's a lot to get out there. But it's my passion project for sure. And I have a show coming up July 11th, and I've always done band stuff, and it's my first solo gig, July 11th. So we're making it happen. We're doing it. Kate says, I believe it, baby. Oh my gosh, Kate, you're the best. Oh, thank you, Kate. Kate says, wait till you hear the music, Lake. Oh my gosh, you're so awesome. Thank you, Kate. Thank you for listening. Tony says, yeah, I would try his jerky. Thanks, Lake. Lake says, I'd love to hear it. I'm going to start recording some and putting it on the channel for sure. It's a process, but like how you're putting your music out there, I respect it so much, Lake. And that's what I want to be doing as well. Yeah, I don't eat like I'm pescatarian. I'll have some fish here and there, but I like for tonight for dinner I had tofu though. I do a lot of vegetarian stuff, but it's one of those when in Rome things. Like if there was only so much Bigfoot jerky, and the opportunity came to taste Bigfoot, I guess I would taste a little, like at least lick the jerky. Lake says, switching from acoustic guitar to the electronic DAW on my computer really increased my musical output. So that's that sounds very alike to the stuff that I do. I'm acoustic classical guitar player is my main stuff. And I have Pro Tools on the computer and all, and I've got my MIDI controller in front of me. But something holds me back still from recording. I've recorded on tape a lot, but I don't know why. It's like the whole. I even have a Pro Tools keyboard in front of me that has all of the shortcuts in button form. But what DAW do you use? Like, maybe it's my DAW because I see Logic out there, and I think about doing Logic because I hear it's very big on the creative factor. Well, yeah, well. Looks like I got to switch over on my camera for a sec while the other one cools down. Kate agrees. You got to try the Bigfoot feet. When do you think you might take an Arrowhead hunting trip? Should take Kate with you. Absolutely. Let's see. I would say after July 11th would be a good time to start thinking about that. Especially if we go out on the kayaks together or something, because it's June 12th already, so we got 4 weeks, and she's actually playing the show. We're not playing together, but we're both 2 of the artists on the same bill. So she's also has a show on July 11th. We'll probably stream it, guys, if you guys want to check it out. I'll probably have it streaming. And so we're going to be really working on that stuff pretty hard. And then I'm even going away next weekend, playing with that band, It's All Good, who's that like big cover band in the area. I have to fill in for the bassist. So before we know it, that show is going to be here, and I want to be really, really practiced for it. So after July 11th, I feel like life can simmer down a little bit, and maybe we'll celebrate with an arrowhead hunting trip where we take the kayaks out. Please try and video it if you can on our. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll try and stream it while we're doing it, at least some of it. Lake uses Fruity Loop Studio. I've heard great things about Logic and Ableton, and Pro Tools has always been industry standard, hasn't it? Yeah, that's why I got it, because I have a lot of friends in the industry that Pro Tools is still what they use. They record in very big places, doing big things in life, and they all still use Pro Tools. The big boys still use Pro Tools. So I was like, well, if I get the data into Pro Tools, maybe they'll have an easier way of, mixing it for me, if we still work together in some ways. So I got Pro Tools for that reason, not for the workflow. And it's maybe it's anti what I'm trying to do, because it's so complicated that it prevents me from recording. So maybe I should just do Logic anyway, because I'm pretty sure you can take the same data stuff the same data packets from Logic and transfer into Pro Tools now. But yeah, I got Pro Tools. We'll get on that. And Kate says, "Yeah, we got a lot to focus on." We definitely do, Kate. We definitely do. But it's gonna be fun. It'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to the focus. Jake popping in to say, "What's up? Do Logic." I love that you popped in right as the doll conversation was hitting, Jake. I'm not sure if you just got in here or not, Jake, or if you were watching a little bit on here. Lake Champagne in the chat records his music on Fruity Loops Studio, and he's got great stuff, really awesome. It's same name in YouTube if you wanted to check it out, Lake Champagne. And Jake has got Logic now, and Jake's doing recording in Logic. Just hopped in. Yeah, man. What's up, brother? What's up? I've got a Jake in a box. Anybody got a yes or no question I can ask Jake from the box? Jake, what do you think the question on stream, what do you think would be your headline? If you woke up tomorrow and your name was in the headlines and all the news, what would it be for? I feel like yours would be something wild, man. Any yes or no questions? Let me think. Let's see. Did Jake have a good day today?
Realistically, it should be yes, but no. It's not up to me. I'm really sorry. It's not fair. It's really not fair. But no.
Jake did not have a good day today. Did Kate have a good day today? Yeah, she did. Jake in the box explodes. Jake's going to be in the headlines for accidentally hacking something. Likely for something awful. That's what I not on purpose, just awful because that could be let's ask it. Will Jake be in the headlines for something awful?
No.
Look at that. You disagree with yourself, Jake. Oh man, your day sounds great. Jake mowed the lawn and rollerbladed 10 miles. That sounds awesome. I want to rollerblade too. Kate, I was supposed to get rollerblades like a year ago, 2 years ago with Jake. maybe, who knows? Time just melts. And I was going to be rollerblading with Jake, and I didn't get rollerblades. Next, what is it? The 16th, Jakey. Aaron is videoing a music video with his band It's All Good, and they rented out all of Christiana Skating Center, and it's free if you go. I think that would be awesome if you want to go. Yeah, Kate says, let's blade. Tony says, 10 miles, Jake. I would have smoked a half a pack of cigs going that far. LOL. You know, that was what my issue was with cutting the grass today. I know it's not the exact same thing, but things like jogging and cutting the grass, things that I would take time to, those are the things I would get like violently stoned and do. That's when I would really, those are the things I would do habitually, and I haven't cut the grass since I stopped smoking. So today was the first time I cut the grass since that habit has stopped, and it felt really weird. Maybe that's one of the reasons I didn't complete it, because I just couldn't, like, when I was in that mindset, I could do the same thing for a long period of time, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get off this thing, let's go. And maybe that will expand. I haven't even jogged yet without smoking. I'm looking forward to seeing what that feels like, Kate says, soul skaters. All right, let me see if our boy is back on. I'm on this angle, Jake, because my camera shut off. Bam. Jake listens to podcasts. I was listening to Star Talk. I listened to 2 episodes of Star Talk. Lake agrees it's an adjustment for sure. I quit after 15 years. Yes, Lake. That's fantastic. That's right. We are not too different. That's right. That's really, really, really cool, Lake. 15 years is a huge amount of time to devote to it, and now you are done with that. It's so awesome. How many years you got under you now that you had stopped? I'm at day 162. And yeah, all those things I just have to adjust a little for. I turned Jake's box off. I've always called them adult pacifiers. Yeah, I can see that. Has kind of that same type of comfort thing. And the other day I rediscovered toothpicks. I forgot that I like toothpicks because they can kind of like give you that same oral fixation type of thing, All right. Let's see here. So this company here, the Blueberry Company, that's at that $3,400 base. They messaged me and said they would sell it to me for $2,700. Yo, get it, Lake. Last smoke was 3 years ago. Next month. That's fantastic. Wow, 3 years. So good. Jake's like, Ricky, I think you should just rock Logic. It's only $200 and it's really good at turning nothing into something. Turning nothing into something is the hardest part. You can always go back and edit it with Pro Tools later. I think you might be right, man. Tom's been on me for forever to just do it, and at this point the workflow is not even flowing. So if I can get some flow, it's worth $200, I want to try, maybe we can look at my computer together and see if we can streamline it, because like last night it just shut off, and it's it's a 2019, so it's getting older all of a sudden, and I don't mind getting Logic if I can have both Logic and Pro Tools downloaded on this computer. I just don't want to get rid of Pro Tools, Being comfortable with the workflow is super important. It would be worth trying something if you're not happy with Pro Tools. Yeah, Pro Tools seems very rigid to me. Like, I used to use things like GarageBand and Reason, and I think I delved into Fruity Loops a little bit in high school. But yeah, I did a lot of a Boss. I had like a Boss separate studio. It recorded onto itself. I really enjoyed that. And you're saying Logic might have a free trial version to check out. Yeah, they might. You think they do, Jake? Did you end up finding a free trial, or did you just jump in and tell them you were doing the student thing? Because whatever gets it happening, I got so much music that just would make me feel better to record. You can get a Mac Mini for $600 if you really want, but realistically, your computer will work just fine as long as you're not making a final product. Logic has 30 days free, I believe. All right. Well, maybe you can come over and give my computer a once-over or something like that, and we can make sure that I don't have any redundant stuff. 90 days. Oh, jeez. 90 days free? That's amazing. And just like, what did you type in, Jake? Is it just like Mac.com or something, or Logic.com? Like, where did you find that free trial? Because 90 days is wild. Thank you so much, Jake. You can give my computer a tune-up, no problem, buddy. Thank you, Jake. I know you're so quick with this stuff. It would take me all day to figure out what I'm doing. I think that I tried with ChatGPT's help, and I entered things into the terminal and got rid of like redundancies and things like that a couple months ago before I put all of the streaming software on. But I still think something's kind of a little wonky with it. Tony says, I'm headed to watch a movie with the wife. Y'all be good. God bless. And I will see you on the next trail ride. Peace out. Peace out, Tony. Say hello to the little missus. Have fun with the movie, man. Great seeing you. Thank you for dipping in. Good luck with your cattle gate. Kate agrees that at least get the juices flowing for you. Lake says, have a good one, Tony. Yeah, Kate, it would feel really good to just get it flowing some. You guys see this bass to the left? This is the one that was in the fire. But it's a really expensive bass that got some fire damage to it. But I don't think I want it. Even though I'd be getting like a $3,000 one or something for a lot cheaper. The musical instrument store got in an accident related with fire. Many instruments burned, but this bass only got burned superficial on the bottom side. I don't know. I think I'm not going to get a burned bass. It does look cool though, right? And that burn only kind of makes it look neat. You know, I don't mind it on that far left-hand side. It's a gorgeous, you know, Bertolini pickups and all. But I don't think I'll do that one. I'm going to take it off of the watch list. Goodbye. And then, even though this is a cool carved bass, I don't think I want to do that one. Get a non-burned bass. It might have other nonsense. That's what I was thinking, like the glue in it or something like that, you know. Something's got to be messed with. It doesn't even have strings on it. So the necks like to have strings on them, and I don't know. I just feel like that's going to be a set of problems. I keep leaning towards this. Look at that, Jake. It's my same bass, but a jazz bass. What's the same colors? Same pick guard. But It's got active pickups. By the way, apparently we need to plug in your bass via an XLR male to a 1/4 inch male, not XLR to XLR. Oh, it's making the interface believe it's a mic. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, because like it works fine going into a PA, but it must be different going into a recording interface. I didn't get to check it out on the Apollo tonight, man. I ended up laying on my floor for a while after I did all of that grass cutting. You think so, Lake? I was wondering about that because I actually am not sure what the active pickup would sound like on this J bass, and I mean it. I think that's what I would want. It looks great. The two downsides with this though, it's Mexico, and I usually like if I get a Fender to have it either American or Japanese made, but it was a made in Mexico, but made in Mexico in '97, so that was kind of in the good era, if I remember correctly. And the other kind of like wonky thing is that the B string, the low B string, there's like a hairline crack on the screw area that the person had filled with glue and wet sanded it down. And now it's not a really large crack in the wood, and you already put glue in there to stop it from spreading. And I wanted something that, you know, has some. The body doesn't really have nicks and scratches. It's the tuning peg, which I would rather was really strong and not have a crack there. But for 600 and an active 5-string Fender, that's what Homeboy told me, and he seems confident. Who did you call them back, or you just talk to somebody about it? It's worth a try either way, because that was pretty wild. Jake, what do you think about this bass, man? That's just a reflection. I thought this was a nick out of it, but it's just the lights above them. It would be kind of neat to have matching basses, you know? Oh. Because then I'd have a P bass like that, and the jazz bass like that. I've been checking some Ibanez out too. I guess I don't know why I balk at Ibanez, and I really shouldn't. They're a great brand, and I don't know why I do that. My buddy Tom, I have this good friend of mine who is just truly just an amazing person and an amazing bassist, like one of the better bassists I've ever heard in my life. He's ridiculous. And he pretty much only plays Ibanez, and he has some really wild Ibanez ones. So maybe I should talk to him about that. You know, I don't know why I always go against what Tom says, because Tom ends up being right about a ton of stuff. You sent me a Discord message with a link for a bass. Let me check her out. I used to have an Ibanez Steve Vai Gem for a guitar, and it was really cool. But I think I sold it for a keyboard, and that was a dumb move. I haven't opened up Discord in so long, Jake, that it's downloading an update now. I've opened it on my phone. Still downloading. Yeah, same. Lake thinks of Satriani and Steve Vai when I think of Ibanez. Or is it Ibanez? Who knows? I always call it Ibanez. I'm not sure if there are bass players that use them exclusively. I'm sure there are. Yeah, I can't think of any, off the top of my head either, but they put in some great work. Like, I do see some great $600 range Ibanez's. I think Tony was sending some last night, actually. Let me see what Jake's got here. Copy. This is a great looking bass too. Well, see, it's a Sterling is the only reason I would hold off on it, just because like a Sterling is like a Music Man, but I don't know. I'm so weird about stuff. I don't know why I want it to be like more of a name, I guess. Like, but it is active. It does look good. The other thing is, Jakey, I'm trying to stay away from a maple fretboard. I like the dark fretboards. Like we got this Peavey I was looking at yesterday, which is pretty cool. Just has a gigantic horn on there. I'm also looking for a natural finish if possible. And $389 is a really great price. Kate says Ricky doesn't like the maple. It's true. No maple syrup. Warwick used to make really cool basses. Totally. I saw a couple of Warwicks on Reverb's page yesterday, actually. I don't know if I saved any. I should have. Warwick is really cool. Forgot about the fretboard, says Jakey. Revision is home. I might be joining Scotty Butters with Axe Nachos on their shows. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, let us know, Revision. Says that PV does look cool, like a natural Prince. Yeah, I really love how that neck, that's that one of those neck through guitars. It goes all the way through the body. There's a good picture of it. It goes all the way through like that. Let's see. 5-string active. 5-string bass. Active pickup. The horn. Yeah, it's got a really long one. The top part of it, I see a bunch of Ibanez's on Reverb right now. Like this Ibanez one is wild, but it's a 6-string one. This is a lot like what Tom plays, actually. Might be what Tom actually plays. Another neck through. It is pretty cool. The write-up is hilarious. Behold this glorious slab of sonic salvation. And Ibanez. Oh, of course. El Gato. Oh, thanks, Vision. No, I'd be down for joining. Yeah, right, for $389. That's what I was like, the deal that I kind of want something I can bang around and not feel guilty about, something I can put a lot of time and effort onto, or in the live music setting, But I'd be totally down, Revision. I'm not sure how to do that. You'd have to maybe walk me through a little bit of what setup you got going on to do that, but I'd be totally into it. I'd appreciate the opportunity and chilling with you. I was gonna let my one dude chill out for a second, and I thought that I had another video capture device here. I'm just going to add it real fast. Bam, bam. Cool. All right, yeah. Behold the glorious slab of Sonic Salvation and Ibanez BTB 746 in mint condition, used primarily in worship settings to lay down righteous grooves for Jesus. This bass has never been slapped in anger, only in reverence. She's got 6 strings of pure heavenly thunder, delivering deep, clean tones that can shake the gates of hell in a polite musical way. Only selling because I promised my wife I would if she agreed to upgrade my bass to something even more divine. So, I mean, it's a beautiful write-up for this bass. But it's a 6-string bass. I don't know. That seems a little overkill for me. Kate agrees. The description is so good. Look up Axe and Nacho to see their show that's underway. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lake. Awesome Tool shirt. Huge Tool fan. Huge Tool fan. Lateralis is one of the greatest albums ever, in my opinion, and in mine. Really, like, everything Tool does is, I just love them so much. This is from their, I think it says it on there. I don't know. Maybe it's on the back. It's like one of their tour shirts. This was a wild thing. But my buddy Tom, actually, randomly called me and he's like, "Rick, you gotta come up. I got tickets to," and he was like, "But you gotta leave now." And it ended up being tickets to Mohican Sun up in Vermont, and it was 2 tickets to a Tool concert, but it was for a meet and greet, backstage passes, and a private dinner session with them and some audience members that had the same package. So it was like a catered event, and then you got to play their instruments as well. It was wild. And this was like 2 years ago or so that I got this shirt from that. It was awesome. But of course, Maynard didn't do it. It was the other 3. Maynard, of course, doesn't get into that stuff. But I knew that he wouldn't be. But it was still great to see the rest of the guys. And it was awesome. And mind-boggling. And it was so incredible. Like, so incredible. And, of course, they ask us to, they collect the cell phones even. You're not allowed to have any cell phones in there. They put them in these bags and stuff and take them all. And then during the concert itself, you get them back. Like I'm just saying, during the meet and greets, you're not allowed to have that. But then in the concert, you get them back. But before they even start, you're told, like, please, this band does not want you to have them out. They want you to be there. And then when Maynard comes out, he like does his Maynard thing of like just saying like, listen here, mother effers, like, I want you all to be with us in this moment so we can take a journey together in a human consciousness sort of way. And, now this one wanted to stop on me, I tell you. And the only way we can do that is to focus on this moment right here now while we play this music together and while I sing for you. So don't bring your cell phones out no matter what. And of course, he caught somebody like right in the beginning of a song filming. And instead of just letting it go, Maynard stops the song and is like, "Hey, you effing idiot! You effing moron! Put your effing phone away!" And just starts screaming at the dude. So it was pretty wild. Yeah, Danny Carey is a monster on drums. Yeah, Kate and I were having a little dance party to Tool the other night. It was awesome. And Revision says, so yes, let me go back on here. Look up Axe and Nachos, see the show that's underway. And he co-hosts a Wednesday night show with Scotty Butters. They are both live guitarists and singers. Axe uses a looper often. I think you had, so you had told me about Scotty Butters, I believe is what it is. That's how I had heard of him before. I have several friends who are huge Tool fans. I'm a casual appreciator. Too bad they decided about a year ago to get aggressive about their songs on YouTube. Yeah, that's our boys. All right, let's see. We'll put this in a liked thing, but yes, I am going to check out Scotty Butters and Axe and Nacho. I'm for sure going to give them a look. Revision, thanks for that. I'm going to do that on this phone here. Oh, they took down all Tool karaoke. That's wild. That's not them. You know, the whole copyright stuff is just wild because education and things of that sort, you can use like quote copywritten songs if it's doing any type of education, and the same should be for like entertainment if you're just enjoying it, you know, if you're not reselling it. Lake says that's a shame. Used to all be on there. Yeah, with Fear Inoculum, that was awesome. When that came out, we were on again with Tom. We're talking about Tom so much tonight. We were on a bachelor party for my buddy Tom. We were on top of Bear Mountain in New York the day that Fear Inoculum came out, and we were listening to it on the peak up there while we were enjoying some things. Yeah. Someone in their camp, all the revenue from our videos goes to the artists, and it helps promote them and give their fans a chance to interact. Right. You know, YouTube's all about that type of thing. I'm not sure why they do that stuff, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who are you? This looks nice. Whoa. Whoa. A 95 American Fender Jazz Plus 5. Guys and girl. Natural finish like I was hoping for. Rosewood fretboard. Whoa. Yeah, maple neck but rosewood fingerboard. It's got active, but you can go passive. Oh my gosh, I love it, but it's $950. I wanted one that I could knock around, but this one is awesome. Oh. Yeah, I really like Fear Inoculum a lot. Kate says that's hot. Lake agrees it's a really good looking bass, bro. Oh my gosh. It's definitely a little more than I was hoping, but I think they said it comes with a case, right? Non-original case, but is it a hard shell? Hard shell case. Oh golly. Oof. Oh, I like this one a lot. And it's got the whole thing on the side here. It's a rare. Reverb's really funny. I don't know if you guys have used Reverb much before, but they'll put little icons up, like good deal alert or stuff like that, and it has a rare find icon. These don't show up often. I've never seen one like this, actually. Can I justify spending that type of money on it, though, I was talking about just finding one from the pawn shop just the other day, and then now we're looking at $950, But it's American, natural, and it's active. Oh, I'm like falling in love over here, guys. Liam in the house. What's up, Liam? Liam, we're bass shopping still, bro. Liam, what do you think about this bass? I'm falling in love. I got like heart eyeballs going on right now. And it's way more than I was expecting to pay, but I like it a lot. Wish I could play it. I feel like that too, like it looks like a close to a top tier bass, yeah. And in this way it doesn't have that crack at the tuning peg, which was making me feel a little bit weird about that Mexican Fender bass. Where's it at? How about this one? Although she's wonderful, it's got that tuning peg crack. And realistically, that's $670, so it's by about $700. We'll call it. We'll call this one $700, and then where'd that one go? This one's $950, so it's only like $250 more. Jake, you're the man. You definitely are keeping me grounded. Jake says, get something that sounds great for less money. That money could be used for other stuff right now. It's an amazing bass, but you already got one. Do you want one for gigs to beat on that sounds fine, or do you want a new, wonderful, fantastic bass? That's true. Lake also is like, I'm sure you could find an amazing one in the 600 range. I really could. I will sleep on it. I will sleep on this. Because I do want one that I can just beat and not worry about. I would probably worry about that one. I'd probably worry about this Gibson one too. I think I'm going to take this Gibson one off the watch list. $75 less, Why can't I just have all the bases? All right. It's 12:45. I'm going to take a break of bass looking for the moment. Let's see if we can find anything with any type of Reddit stuff. We got the Trump launches his gold card website. That's what the Trump card looks like. Wait until you get big and they sponsor you. Then they'll have to give you the good ones for free. There you go, Revision. I like the way you think, and that would be awesome. Thank you so much, Liam. Liam says, don't forget to like and sub. Liam, you're the best. Thank you. Ay. You cooling down too, Jakey? Jakey says, night, buddy. Good night, Jake. You're the best, my bro. Good talking with you, man. Catch up tomorrow. Terribleness going on over in Los Angeles, everyone. Alright, let's watch an industrial honey experiment of honey getting heated up. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on that bass. The bass was amazing though. I was falling for it, but I gotta. Whoa! Well, that honey blew up. Yeah, I want one that I won't feel as paranoid about getting nicks on it, but I don't know. I feel like a natural body. I won't feel as bad anyway. What type of acoustic you play, Lake Champagne? Oh, we got a ICE protest in Austin, Texas. Whoa. A fire tornado. Whoa. Kate says honey is the enemy. Yeah, I mean, I love the taste of honey, everyone, but I would rather eat honey with like gloves on and with some type of long utensil, because it feels like once you get it on your fingers, you can't get it off, and like if it gets on surfaces, it's always there. It's that guitarist mentality of wanting to have very clean hands and a clean fretboard. I'm always grabbing a guitar, so I'm worried about getting it on my stuff. Yep, I'm your Huckleberry. You have a Fender DG7 acoustic, Lake? I got a Fender on my wall there. I'm not sure what acoustic that one is, though. Axe posted his StreamYard. Oh, is that what he uses if you want to join? Would I need to use StreamYard as well for that revision? Liam says fire tornadoes are super rare. It barely happens. That was a wild looking fire tornado. This is a wild looking squirrel. That is a very well endowed squirrel. This is wild. Someone asked ChatGPT to generate an image of how you feel when you're talking to me. No sugarcoating or BS, just raw and real. And this is what ChatGPT made of itself, as if it looked like it. Kate loves it too. The rare moose knuckle squirrel. Did you guys see the new proposal by scientists just came out in a science journal yesterday, which I really think is amazing and wonderful. I wish I was more of a theoretical physicist so I could explain it better, but you know how we are in an expanding universe and that's not gelling with the models that they have as to why it's still speeding up, and how there's still so much dark matter and dark energy, and that all of the matter that's accounted for in the universe is only like a little percentage of it. And then how our galaxy rotates around a supermassive black hole. They are proposing in this paper that just was put out to the public yesterday that there's been found evidence, and now a full theory surrounds it, that our entire universe, our whole visible universe that we see so far, is actually inside of an even more supermassive black hole. And that the reason, like, we can't see beyond our universe is because that's the horizon of the black hole itself. And that at a certain point in time, instead of the great expansion, the Big Bang, it would be like the spring theory of everything coming back. And for some reason, the calculations they made would allow for the Boing effect, the spring-like effect of once it all comes back in and coalesces, it would go out again. So the wild part is that it could be that outside of this black hole universe, there are just all these other black hole universes outside of that. So it was an interesting read, and that was the gist of it. But it allows for all of this like speeding up and all of this unfound dark matter, and it explains it. So it would be kind of neat if we lived in a black hole universe. And I really dislike the cold universe theory, is that if everything just keeps expanding and it expands away from each other, then there's no ability for matter to ever exert gravity on itself, and so everything, all molecules just cool off and just keep spreading until the whole universe dies. It doesn't bring me peace to think like that. I like the thought of everything reaching a point to where it has to coalesce back together again and boing back out, maybe for eternity, you know. And if they can prove it with calculations, which is apparently what this paper has done, I mean, it's really, truly, it would change how we think of the whole world right now. We're back on this camera. But yeah, Liam said that squirrel was trying to show off its body. Kate says wild, and Lake Champlain says very interesting. Yeah, it was wonderful. I'm not sure if I can go in to here. Upvoted. Try and find it. I swear I upvoted it. I swear, I upvote things and then they're somehow taken away. That is an awesome looking blackberry pie. I loved that. I'm just seeing if I lost it somehow on here. What do you guys think's going to happen this Saturday? This is that quick little mini thing I watched last night, Kate, about Mexico. Just didn't realize, the history of America like that. It's not that long ago. There's James Polk doing his thing. He wants that California. I'll give you 20 mil. But they wouldn't take it, so he put the soldiers down there. America won. So then they just kind of took it for 15 mil. So about 1854, that's when that happened. Nervous about Saturday, Kate? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we were getting our Reddit scroll on, I think, Liam. We got a little into it all of a sudden. But I'm going back onto the black hole universe thing for a second because I want to be able to fully discuss that. Here it is. So, an international team of physicists led by the University of Portsmouth proposes that our universe did not originate from a singularity, a single point of infinite density, as suggested by the Big Bang. Instead, they suggest our universe formed inside a massive black hole, our whole universe. According to this theory, matter within a collapsing cloud reached a high density state, but instead of collapsing into an infinite singularity, it bounced back like a compressed spring due to stored energy, creating our universe. Key aspects and implications of this black hole universe theory include: it suggests the universe's origin is not from nothing, but from the continuation of a cosmic cycle. The edge of our observable universe might be the event horizon of a larger parent black hole, implying other black holes could contain their own unseen universes, potentially connected by wormholes. It relies on quantum physics, setting fundamental limits on how much matter can be compressed, preventing the infinite singularity predicted by classical physics, and thus allowing for the bounce. This new model may help explain various cosmic mysteries, such as the anomaly of galaxies' rotations, the origin of supermassive black holes, the nature of dark matter, and the formation and evolution of galaxies. So that's a little bit more concise of a wording with that instead of me kind of blabbing a little bit. Yeah, Kate, Saturday is going to be a little... I think that it would be really good if people just ignore it altogether and give views to the Pope or something like that, because I know the Pope has an address on Saturday to go against all of this stuff, so that's pretty wild. Or just shut the TVs off if they can't get down there. But it's almost like with him saying heavy force will be coming down on people that go, it's almost like making people want to go, So it's going to be interesting. I just hope everyone's okay. And my gosh, See, this is what I need. I got to get foam for underneath of my concrete. I would love this. I would love it so much. Oh. Right? That's what I was also thinking. Like, I mean, it makes me think, like, whoa, it's so much more massive than we can even imagine past that. If our universe is held within a larger black hole, it makes me wonder what's outside of the parent. Right? I think other black holes still, other universes and other black holes is what I was thinking. Kate says, but the terrible thing is it's forcing people against freedom of any sort of protest, which sucks. Yeah, I mean, the press secretary today like stormed out of the room because reporters were asking her, does the president believe in the right to protest? And she said, what type of stupid question, or that's such a stupid question. Of course he does, but not when he talks like that protesters would be met with heavy force just because they're protesting a stupid parade, you know? This was in Maryland earlier. An ice raid. They're just walking down the streets. Just walking through a neighborhood. It's like a weird witch hunt. Yeah, R.I.P. to the great Brian Wilson. No king. I like this image. No king, because it's just disgusting. Trump has no legal authority to threaten peaceful protesters. The Constitution is clear and it's time we use it, says this article. Yep. Jeez. These girls are like beating each other up for the bouquet at the wedding. Yikes. Destroyed the flowers. She got it fair and square. That girl in the lighter dress was like, give me that thing. Oh, this is awesome. Look, check this out, Kate. The the dude who created ChatGPT with Elon Musk put out a statement because of how disgustingly out of hand this propaganda is getting about ChatGPT using so much energy. As data center production gets automated, the cost of intelligence should eventually converge to near the cost of electricity. People are also curious about how much energy a ChatGPT query uses. The average query uses about 0.34 watt hours, about what an oven would use in a little over 1 second, or a high efficiency light bulb would use in a couple of minutes. It also uses about 0.00085 gallons of water, roughly 1/15 of a teaspoon. Take that, Katie. And Mike. Because we want to be conscious people and take care of our environment. So we do the research to make sure that we are. But there's these like propaganda memes out there that are calling ChatGPT really bad for the environment, but driving your car is like worse. Everything has there's every energy, everything that takes energy, everything has a type of pollutant. And like this cell phone costs so much energy to make, Kate says, yeah, I literally don't understand why people think it takes up so much energy. It's just pulling from the already made sources. Yes, absolutely, Kate. Risen, do you know EMP empirism? He's on the stream. His setup is ridiculous. I've never heard of him. Oh, I gotta jump in and look at that stuff. And it's on right now, Revision. Kate says, ha. I think I'm back, right? All right, cool. I'm back. I did a little mess up there. Open panel now, so you could join in and chat and sing. Empirism is Finnish guy who plays guitar and keyboard. I gotta check that out, man. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, I want to check that out, and I might check it out soon. I'll probably be hopping off here in the next couple minutes. Actually, it's about that time. It's time to try and get a cool down. I know Kate's got work in the morning, and I'm sure it would be good for everybody to get some rest. I know that I'm not going right to sleep, but I like to have my cool down, little bedtime in there. We'll do one last couple scrolls real fast, and then we're going to start cooling it down for the night, guys. And then I might check that stream out just to check it out for the first time tonight, though. Revision. Yikes. Somebody stole a Wendy's sign and put it in their backyard. Oh, sweet. Then I'll probably get to see that, Revision. Awesome. And I just look up acts and nachos, and it should come up. Oh, whoa, look at this, Kate. There's now a Wilmington board game social at Brewworks. With all of our watching of this Devil's Plan, we might be able to understand some of these things. Oh, Blockus. I have Blockus. I don't know most of these other ones, though. You guys like board games? Oh, of course. Elon's like, oh, it went too far to call. You can't say that Trump's in the Epstein files and then act like you went too far. If he's in the files, he's in the files. And then you saying you went too far just means that now you're backing. You know what I'm saying? You're backing that. You're defending that. Oh, look. Well, Harry says it here. Are you back to defending someone who you just said is in the Epstein files? Yo, revision. Now you're talking. Uno is my favorite. I have so many Uno decks. It's insane. Kate can attest. She has seen my Uno deck collection. I love Uno. And I love all of the twists and turns of the special decks even. I don't know if you've gotten to try some of them. They get really cool. Bad look either way, says Kate. Absolutely. I don't see a link on here, but maybe it's just because I'm looking through Streamlabs. Uno insanity. Yeah, sorry is a good one. Lake says Uno turns us all into gladiators, right? It's like, oh my gosh, when we do, and we do some questionable things to our friends and families in the game of Uno. You know, it's like, well, here's a double +4. Right, I was just saying that, Revision. The simple games that turn friends against each other. It's like, how could you do that to me? It's like, well, it's a game, and I'm going to win. So, oh geez, this is gonna be terrible. Oh, he's just gonna pull the fire alarm, and she's gonna stop him. Then he's gonna push her or something. Uh, Draw 4, says Kate. Draw 8. Well, he got views. I know you're rounding the last turn before you're home, but I'm going to send you back to start. Sorry. Okay, my friends. Let me move you back over to main cam. Bow, bow. Awesome. Well, that was fun. What a good night to hang with you guys. I think that's going to be our time for the night. I'm going to start to turn in. I hope you guys can find sleep as well soon, and that you're taking care of yourselves, being healthy to your heart and to your friends and family. And I hope to see you all tomorrow night. I'll be on here. Hope you will be too. I'm going to check out this stream over here. I'm going to search up Acts and Nachos, and Revision from our chat is probably going to be over there doing a little sing-songing. And it'd be cool if you guys pop over there too. I'll check that out as I jump in bed. I'll throw that on YouTube in there. But peace and love, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, Lake. Great seeing you. Revision says, I'm watching you watching me. Right? Thank you so much for being here. Kate, thank you for being here. Liam, if you can hear us, thank you for being here. Anybody else out there or watching the rewatch, thank you all so much. Peace and love, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.